Well, hello. We are going to be doing some painting today. So you're going to have your blue tray, you're going to get a white piece of paper. There is going to be a paper toweling on your tray to kind of help that the tray doesn't get too filled with paint. When you get yours, you're going to put your name, like always, and then you need to flip it over so your name is now on the back of your paper. You're also going to have an egg carton filled with paints. You're going to have the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. You're going to have magenta and turquoise, and you're also going to have a little bit of white. I'm going to set this outside the screen because my area is not big enough to see everything. You're also going to have your tub of water and paintbrush. So I'm going to start, and you can start with any color. What you need to do is fill this whole paper up with paint using all sorts of color. So I'm going to start with magenta. And I'm just going to paint back and forth. So I'm not making a picture of anything. So I don't have to worry about that. You're just making a picture filled with paint. Now you may not have noticed, but I've cleaned my brush before I change paint colors. So now I'm into red. And I'm going to clean my brush again. That's really important because you don't want these colors that are in the egg carton to get all messed up because you put a dirty brush into a paint color. I'm going to go into yellow now and see what happens. I'm going to put that on top of the magenta. And look at it, makes a nice bright orange. And I'm just going to paint that all around, filling in wherever I go. Clean my brush. And then I'm going to take some blue, and maybe down here I'm going to put some blue on top of the red, and wow, you can see it makes purple, of course. And this orange and purple and green are secondary colors. I'm going to clean my brush off again. Make sure when I clean my brush, let me show you, I'm going to just kind of swish it around. The top of the brush is actually touching the bottom of the water cup, and then I'm just going to wipe the rest on the side of the water tub. So now I'm going to go into yellow because I know yellow and blue make green. So now I've got that going on. Clean it again, maybe come over here. So I'm just filling up with the colors to make a very colorful piece of paper. The last thing I'm going to try, well, I'm still not all done here, so let me add some more. Oh, there's dark blue in here too. I'm going to try that. All right, so I think that's pretty good. I'm going to clean my brush, and I notice there's white, so I'm going to take some white on my brush and see what happens when I use that. Now you have to use this on wet paint for it to work, but look at, I use white on top of that darker blue, and it's making a light blue. This is called making a tint of a color. Anytime you are lightening the color, any color, with white, you're making a tint. So I'm going to change some of them to tints of color. Now the opposite, if I had black paint and I put black paint in with a color, then I'd be making a shade of that color because it would be darker. All right, so I think I'm done. I'm going to take my tray to where it's supposed to go, put my paintbrush back in the tub of water, and then I'm going to get a wipe from Mrs. Lawrence so I can clean up my hands. Have fun.